So in this video, we're gonna see how one woman destroyed a man's life and tried to run for it. This is one of those things where you would have never thought it would ever happen to a man. I mean, you hear about these cases and you hear that, mostly it happens to women. I mean, not saying it never happens to men, but it's rarely, right? But man, this case opened my eyes quite a bit, twice the size right now. I mean, usually you hear stories like this, but it's usually the other way around, where the woman is the victim and the man is the perpetrator, right? But in this case, you're gonna find out it's a woman. She's a perpetrator and the victim is actually the man. Condolences to this man and his family. But anyways, yo, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Click the like button, subscribe, and let's go. So at the beginning here, this is a CCTV that was released, right? It's a two-part video. In the first part, you can clearly see this is before the fact, right? So the man and the woman are in the elevator and you can see how passionate they are, right? She's kissing him and all that, and you think all is well, right? And in the second part right here is where you start seeing the man is a little bit delirious, right? He's not able to stand firmly, he's swaying a little bit around. Something is off, you can tell. There's an omen in the air, right? There's some type of vibe, some type of energy, dark energy. You can just see it clearly. So underneath the video here, it says the Brazilian woman seen kissing her man right before she served him a poisonous dessert. So my thing is, like, first things first, man, like, what in the world, like, how evil do you have to be serving your man poisonous dessert? Like, that's mind you, that's like right before you're kissing him and all that, and then you're gonna go serve him this poisonous dessert, and then you're gonna come back and still be kissing him and being affectionate with him, like, just like you didn't do anything wrong. Man, you gotta be some kind of different kind of breed. This is way scarier than my dreams, man. This is like a horror movie, something you see in a horror movie, you would have never thought it would happen in real life. That's crazy, man. It's insane. Like, that's next level psychopath. Like, how in the world are you still able to be this compassionate and kissing him like this, and at the end you're gonna be taking his life? How can you live with yourself? Matter of fact, how are you able to control all the emotions? And oh my god, I don't know. This is insane. This goes on to show, man, out there, you guys gotta be careful with these women. You don't know. So let's get deeper into this, right? We're gonna look into the news articles for a bit. So the man that was seen in this video, his name is Luis. He was found in his flat in Rio de Janeiro on May 20th when the neighbors called the police due to a foul smell coming from the flat. So the body was found laying on the sofa in the living room with a mark on the head consistent with a head injury. So the body was in an advanced state of decomposition when the investigators found it, and the autopsy has not really revealed what the cause of death was. So the medical examiner who carried out this examination found out that there was chocolate in his digestive tract. So the investigators suspect that the man died from consuming a popular Brazilian dessert which includes chocolate in the recipe, right? And the suspect, guess who the suspect is? It's none other than that woman, his girlfriend or wife, whatever. She's believed to be the one who poisoned the dessert. So while speaking to the authorities, the neighbors said that they seen the couples 3 days prior, and when you take a look at this video, you can see that the couples are seen exchanging kisses, and you don't even notice as if there's something wrong. It seems like everything is fine. So you can clearly see that the man is holding a plate here, and this plate is believed to be that dessert that he consumed and lost his life over, right? So this woman, her name is Catherine, she was later arrested, and her friend admitted that she assisted her in disposing the man's belongings. This included selling his car, which totaled to about $115,000. And after the car was sold, the girlfriend used that money to pay off the friend I guess she had a side debt going on, so she covered her own debt. So after this woman finished her man off, she called her friends and confessed that he is no longer alive, right? And she also admitted that she had to wrap his body in sheets, and the whole place was smelling awful. Now the friend went on to further admit that this girlfriend, whatever, had allegedly told her that she cleaned the whole apartment with bleach. She noticed vultures appearing on the windows. So the authorities believe that the woman stayed in that apartment actually for 3 more days, up until the body started decomposing, and then she was last seen on the CCTV carrying her suitcases and leaving the flat. Now this is ridiculous. What in the world do you think could have caused all of this? You know, I mean, for sure, she had a debt she had to cover. So I think this was all premeditated, right? So she knew the only way she was going to be able to get a large chunk of money from him was to end his life and sell his belongings. And then the money she'll make from that, she'll pay off her friend. I mean, that's one way to go about it. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, this is the love of your life. This is your partner. How are you going to sacrifice your partner for the sake of money? You see how evil some people are, man? And nowadays, especially, you live in a world where people don't really think women are capable of doing these type of things, right? We look at women as a sort of like they're innocent, goody two shoes, they're weak, you know. You don't really think that they are capable of doing something like this. You know, if you look at a man, more likely, without a doubt. But if you look at this case, you realize that this woman actually did all of this. I mean, what I can't seem to grasp is, like, I don't know which one's more evil. The fact that she ended his life, or the fact that she was making out with him right before she did all of that, or the fact that she stayed on the apartment for 3 extra days after the fact. Like, can you believe that? Like, that whole apartment's gotta be smelling really funky. Like, you know, how can you even sleep at night? You know, never mind the smell, never mind all this stuff, but how can you sleep at night knowing that there is a body right there for 3 nights and continue on your life as if nothing happened? Yo, that beats me, man. I don't know how some people are capable of that. Like, that shows you gotta be really cold-blooded for that, you know. And this is for all the men out there. Yo, you guys are out here you guys are always chasing a piece of ass. You don't even realize that your life could be in danger. You don't even know. You guys are so busy just out there, not even thinking with your big head. You're thinking with a little head. All it takes is for you to just meet that one partner, you know, who can finish your whole life right there. Imagine that. Like, man, I sure as hell don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna lose my life over a piece of chocolate. Come on. Now I'm actually skeptical to eating chocolate, man. Now whenever I get chocolate, man, I gotta feed it into a cat first, you know, feed a bird or something, and watch it for a couple of seconds, see if it drops, you know, especially coming from a woman. Now I don't know, I'm having trust issues, you know. Like, I mean, I like chocolate, but yo, after all of this, I don't know, right? But all I was gonna say was, like, if this was, like, I don't condone it, but if it came from, like, self-defense, if she was like a victim in an abusive relationship and she did it by accident, then yeah, that's understandable. But I mean, like, how could you poison somebody by accident? How could you give them a poison chocolate dessert by accident, right? That won't even look good in her in court regardless. So I wonder what her story is gonna be. And she can't even claim she was in an abusive relationship, because look at this camera, it proves right there that she was in a loving relationship. You can see her making out with her man. So I mean, I don't know, yo. You guys let me know what y'all thought. Just leave the comments down below, click the like, subscribe, and catch you next time. Easy.